Good morning. Today we'll be discussing about the topic life cycle cost analysis. My name is Ashutosh Sharma and my net ID is Sharma87. In this presentation, we'll be discussing about the introduction to LCCA, the components of LCCA, calculation methods, benefits, its challenges, and in the end, the conclusion. Talking about the fundamentals of life cycle cost analysis, it is a method used to assess the total cost borne by a structure during its life. It is used by the owner to assess what decisions will allow him to minimize the cost for owning an infrastructure while maximizing the life of the structure. It allows the comparison between different alternatives on their life cycle benefits. Taking an example, like if we consider two types of roofs, one is metal, another is shingle roof. One criteria for choosing a metal roof is that it has longer life and has a better resale value. So we would always prefer it over shingle, but yes, other factors may also weigh in. Uh, Also, it considers the long-term environmental impact of every decision we make. Taking an example, like we can design which HVAC unit will be more effective and save the maximum cost during the life of a building. Well, LCCA consists of the initial cost, which is the total cost of planning, designing, constructing an asset. In short, it comprises of the direct and indirect costs of construction. Then comes the operation and maintenance costs. These are the costs of utilities, the routine maintenance cost, non-routine maintenance cost, and the custodial services like cleaning. Then comes the replacement costs, which are is when an equipment or a system like an HVAC needs to be replaced in a building. Ultimately comes the disposal fees. These are the costs borne by the owner to get rid of the materials, like after construction we have to transport or recycle waste. This may also result in cash flow sometimes. Well, here we can see that this is the general formula to calculate the LCCA. While we calculate LCCA, we have to consider the time value of money. Like the $1 today won't be the same value tomorrow or a year after. So below are the two methods to account for the time value of money, that's inflation consideration and discounting future cash value. Well, talking about the calculation methods of LCCA, first method is the net present value method. It is a method to evaluate the economic feasibility of projects by comparing their present values. Then comes the benefit cost analysis. And if the BCR and NPV are greater than 1, we should continue with the project. Then comes the sensitivity analysis, which is a range-bound method, and we calculate the cost by contemplating variation in our decisions and the cost of making those decisions. And then comes the discounted cash flow analysis, which is a broader valuation method to NPV, where we estimate the value of the whole investment. In the end comes the risk analysis method, which consists of various sub-methods like Monte Carlo simulations and EMV. These are the steps for conducting the LCCA. Our first and foremost objective is to define our goal and gather the data. We then identify the alternatives, and then we select an evaluation criteria. We then make a decision and implement it, and also we monitor the results of that decisions for future decision making. Now discuss the benefits of LCCA. It results in improved project costs for the whole life cycle of a structure, informed decision making by the managers and the owners, enhanced sustainability for the future, long-term cost savings, and improved asset performance. We also are facing quite a few challenges for the implementation of LCCA. Some of them are data availability and quality, and the data is highly depending on the historical data, which might be harder to get. And then comes the uncertainty in the future costs, which might be due to the yearly inflation and the recession, interdisciplinary collaboration between the teams, maybe finance, engineering, and the resistance to change. Like some of the previous employees might not like this method. And then comes the legal and the regulatory constraints, like changing in health, safety, and environmental laws by the government. In the end, I just want to say that life cycle cost analysis is a strategic lens that reveals the true cost and value of investment over time. I thank you for going through this presentation, and more information will be available on my research paper. Thank you.